All right. Welcome back to Sporting with Smitty for the biggest game of the Patriots season so far. Patriots Jets. Never would have thought I'd say that this early. Here we go. After the first 3 and out by the Jets. Mac in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Throws it away. Nobody's there. Nobody's open.
This Patriots offensive line has been an issue each of the first 3 weeks. But again, talking to Belichick last night, could be a good run day for the Patriots because that offensive line, great improvement, he says, from weeks 1 to week 3.
Second down after the incompletion. Here we go. Mac hands it off. Stevenson cuts outside. He's got about 5. For some reason, he's been slipping all over the field lately. Hey. All right. Here we go, 3rd and 6. New England 7 for 15 last week on 3rd downs. Hopefully they can improve on that. Hopefully we won't see too many 3rd downs this week. Fires caught. First down. First down to Gesicki. Little issue with the drink here. Mac takes a hit, but he still gets it to Gesicki on a nice throw to the outside. Goes out of bounds. A first down. Don't point that at yourself. Here we go, Mac. Fakes the throw. Stevenson runs right into his guard. Good grief. No. Here we go, 2nd and 11 after the huge loss. Douglas in motion. Mac, quick throw. Throws in tight window, and he got about a 7-yard gain, so it's going to be a manageable 3rd down. I think about 3rd and 3, maybe? Yep, 3rd and 3. Ooh, another big 3rd down early on. Got to put up points early. You cannot fall behind like they have the last 2 weeks of the year, the first 2 weeks of the year. Spread out so far. Juju is in motion. Now he looks like he's in the slot. Mac back to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Nobody's there. He overthrew Parker, and it's incomplete. Overthrew him by, I want to say, about 2 yards, 3 yards. Man, he missed him. Golly. Ryland the kick. It's good. The rookie kicks his longest kick to date. I think the longest kick to date. It's a good start. For once, we actually lead early on.
Yeah, Mommy. Watching too.
Come here, buddy. There you go, buddy. All right. Now, going into my college predictions last week, I guess you could say I was a little off on a couple of them. That Colorado one kind of blew up in my face. So, starting at number 25, Florida. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the game yesterday due to some power outage where I'm at. So I had no Wi-Fi or signal whatsoever. No, that was a win. Obviously not by the score that I would like. I'll probably end up watching the game later to figure out why it ended up like that. Next up at 24 from last week, prior to this game, was Iowa. And knew they were going to lose going up to Penn State, and they didn't just lose. They got shut out, mollywopped, however else you want to put it. Then at 23, Tennessee. It doesn't surprise me since, they played against nobody. So that was a win on their part. A big win. I think it was 45-14 against UTSA. Then you got... Who was next? Then you had UCLA, who I correctly predicted that they would fall to Utah. In Utah. It was going to be a close game, which I said. But, those games are just... Those road games out there are just different. All right. So the Jets offense is coming back out. Zach Wilson, after kind of a really bad showing.
Or let you do a cash advance of up to $200. You gotta be kidding me.
All right. Zach Wilson is coming back out. Having a little trouble with the stream here. Probably a few plays behind, but that's okay. It'll be a nice surprise.
He was admitting to us that he felt like he went backward after being drafted second overall. He said,
All right. So it looks like Wilson's going to be under center here. Actually, no, never mind. He's in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Man to the right. Ball receivers to the left. I'll run it up the middle. Gain about 3 on the play. Here we go, 3rd and 8, a big third down so far. Another big third down. 3rd and medium. Zach Wilson in the shotgun. He's going to throw it here. Throws it. It's going to be caught. And that's a catch. Former Packer Lazard brings it down. Damn. Here we go, Wilson again in the shotgun. Got 2 guys in the backfield with him. Gonna hand it off. Got a gain of 4. 3 or 4.
Last week against Dallas, Lazard's been affected, of course, losing his teammate. So too has Randall Cobb. He was not caught a ball, and barely even on the field has been McCole Hardman. Didn't even take an offensive snap week 1. Caught one last week, a short one against Dallas.
There you go. Looks like a run. Bless you. Looks like no gain on 3rd down. So now it's a 3rd and 7. No gain on the play. Oh my gosh, this stream is really struck. So another 3rd and 7 here. See if the Patriots can get off the field. It looked like they're sending a blitz. Wilson getting pressured, and they got him. Get him, touch him, touch him. They got him. Wilson spins out, falls down, and he is down for the sack. And that is a big stop for the Patriots. Can the offense take advantage? New England sent the house, and they got to him.
Doesn't get through the progression. The back in the flat is wide open, Jim. And that's just hanging on things too long. It's a loss of 7. Jets had 5 yards of offense and 2 possessions now. With 1 first down. Check the whistles here. Full start. Offense number 48.
False start on the punt. Never seen that before.
Interesting thing, Patriots have dropped back Jabril Peppers for the return. And the last time these two met, the game ended on a Marcus Jones 84-yard with seconds to go. Punt return for a touchdown.
Here we go. Interesting. The Patriots have Jabril Peppers back to return. This is... And Peppers on the return. And he gets up and gets about 15 on the return.
Of the NFL.
Looks like a rainy, wet day over at the Meadowlands or MetLife. All right, Mac calling signals at the line. He's under center. Looks like a run formation. Run to the outside. Great blocking. Here comes Zeke, who gets a first down. Zeke gets 11 yards on the carry. Nice little outside pitch. Picked up some good speed there. Great blocking. Here we go, another 1st and 10. Mac under center again. Looks like they're really trying to. Oh, no, play action. Throws it. It's caught by Kendrick Bourne for a gain of 8. And the Dolphins are absolutely going to run it up on this really just poor Denver team. Maybe Sean Payton should have stayed in retirement. Cleveland's up 3-0 on Tennessee. Here we go to another 2nd and short for New England. Mac hands it off, and he runs into a wall. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see. And now it's a 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 was a loss of 1. Well, it looks like they're bringing it all. Here on 3rd and 3, Mac back to throw. Needs to get rid of it. He goes to the flat. Oh, my gosh, he dropped it. Stevenson dropped a sure first down. Oh, my gosh. And, of course, Patriot fans will blame Mac for that. He had it in his hands. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. Oh, man, that's going to get you benched. And now the Patriots will have to punt after just a gimme of a catch. Oh, man. Here we go. The punt is away from rookie punter. And a really bad punt, but it turns into something great. It's down. It's rolling inside the 10 to the 6. What a punt. I have a feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot today.
We had a 6-hour layover in Rome, which was just enough time to tour the ruins. We skipped the line.
All right, going back to this. Washington State, and they took on Oregon State. I said this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I somewhat was right. It was going to be a high-scoring game, and Washington State pulled out the win over 14th-ranked Oregon State, 35. All right. That you had Miami. They easily beat Temple. Not going to say more on that. Temple's not a good football program at all. And they got absolutely crushed. Now, my biggest miss of the week. Colorado. They got embarrassed. And it wasn't even close. 42-6 was the final. Lanning had a big pregame speech that definitely must have fired their guys up. And they definitely came out and they put a whooping on Colorado. They were like a lot of people, they're tired of the Dion craziness and the media coverage and all that. And they said, hey, we're here. Boy, they said they were here. And they kicked the crap out of them. 42-6. Colorado should probably drop a little bit more in the rankings. I would say they drop to definitely below 20. Next up is Duke. Duke, they won their game. They beat UConn in a blowout, like I said they would. UConn, not a good football program, not known for football. And they are now 0-4. But Duke is now 4-0. Definitely one of those surprise teams of college football. All right, we're back at it here. Another rainy day at the Meadowlands at MetLife. The Jets down 3-0, getting stops. Also, New England not taking advantage of big plays. It's like Jeff Bezos with Robert Kraft. Not the craziest person I've seen with him up there. It's a windy day. First down for Zach Wilson. Wilson's going to hand it off. He gets about... Oh, ball's loose! Ball's loose! Ball is loose! Oh, it's a second down. The Jets fall on top of it. Damn. Breece Hall fumbles the ball, but he lands on top of it to give the Jets another shot. Let's see the replay here. Oh, that's an obvious fumble. Oh, man, Juwan Bentley had it, and he let it go. It bounced right between his legs, and the Jets fell on it. Oh, man. That's crazy. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hands it off. Cuts to the outside, but everybody's there. They bring him down. He only gets about 2 or 3 on the play, so it's going to be a 3rd down. A manageable 3rd down for the Jets, but need to be careful here, especially with how far back they are in their own zone. New England's really got to take advantage of the Jets' just incompetence with Zach Wilson at quarterback. They have to take advantage of it. He's just not very good. Here we go. Wilson back to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's going backwards, and he pushes him out of bounds. He goes backwards. Michael Carter just does not fight for the first down or try to bully through people. No, he just goes sideways. It goes east and west, and a great play by Christian Gonzalez, the rookie, to force him out. It looks like it's the rain and the conditions there is really making it hard for these guys to plant their feet into the ground and making their cuts. Morstead punts it. And here comes Jabril Peppers again. Oh, that thing just cut out on me.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
All right. Stream, I need you to load. Good God, this stream is slow. All right, finally got the stream back up. Miami is absolutely killing Denver, but Denver just put up some points. Wilson with a nice play to Sutton to get the nice catch and a touchdown. After the big run by Stevenson, Mack hands it off up the middle, goes Stevenson. He gets about 5.
And this matchup, we talked about how one-sided it's been, Tony. 14 consecutive wins by the Patriots. Second longest active streak in the league. And the last Jet quarterback to beat New England, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Here we go, 2nd and 6, actually, not 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6. Really looking, they're trying to develop the run game, especially on a kind of a bad. Oh, no, they're going to throw it here. And Stevenson, again, not paying attention. I don't know if he realizes there's a game today or he was going to be a part of the pass-catching game plan, but he is not with it today. And a great throw from Mack. But Stevenson, again, just not there. Now it's another 3rd and 6. Manageable 3rd down, but they got to be better. They're about midfield. Douglas in motion. Takes the snap. Mack looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. A nice throw. And a great catch by Kendrick Bourne, fighting for more yards. He's got a big 1st down in Jet territory. Threading the needle. Buffalo leads Washington 10-0. That's unfortunate. What a throw from Mack. Here we go. Mack under center again. Hands it off. Stevenson up the gut. He gets about 4 again. Stevenson gets 4. Make it 5. With under a minute to go in the 1st quarter, the Patriots are starting off pretty well on offense. A couple of drops have really been just drive killers, especially the one by Stevenson on that 3rd down. New England trying desperately to get into the end zone here. Juju in motion. All the way to the outside. They're going to hand it off. And Stevenson gets 2, but there is a flag. Might be coming back. Oh, Cole Strain's on the hold. That's a killer.
Really there. Of course, they got Trent Brown back this week too after being out with a concussion. I'm telling you, the Miami team, it felt like kind of similar to the Jets, but just defensive backs. Dallas just very talented. Zach Wilson last week in the season happened to Matt Jones. I feel like these guys don't have enough time to do things in the area where Matt goes. He's getting it out.
Here we go. Mack back to throw. Is going to hand it off, try to get some yards, but I don't understand that. That's another one of those calls on a 2nd and long where you call a damn draw. Why are you calling a draw play? It's like you're giving up on the drive. Giving up on the drive on a crappy, stupid draw. Your line is struggling, and you can't run the ball like that consistently. So why? All right, looking back at the college football rankings, North Carolina was there. I said that they were going to beat Pitt, even though it was going to be a close game. It wasn't really too close, but they still beat Pitt to go to 4-0. Next up was Oklahoma. They played Cincy on the road. And Cincinnati, they were a lot closer than a lot of people would say. Cincinnati put up a fight, but they just couldn't pull it off. So 20-6 victory for Oklahoma. It's another right one right there. Ole Miss. Ole Miss went to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. And I said that Alabama was going to lose 2 straight games at home to start a season, and they didn't. They struggled initially. It was a close game in the halftime. It was a 7-6 game in favor of Ole Miss. But Alabama does what they do best. They show why they're Alabama. And they win 24-10. Then you got Oregon State. We already talked about them. Them taking a butt whooping over in Washington State. I think I initially said that was a toss-up. But then you got Alabama. Again, they win. Probably stay where they're at. Next up, you have LSU. LSU, they played Arkansas, and that was a game. That was a very close game. It was a 34-31 game. It was back and forth throughout. Jalen Daniels, again, with another great performance. Minus the interception, he's still showing why he's one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Definitely one of the most efficient. So they win 34-31 over Arkansas to go up to move to 3-1 on the year. Who knows if they drop? They might drop. Next up, Utah. Again, they beat UCLA at home. Obviously, one of the best home crowds and stadiums in the country. Back at it here, 3rd-16 for New England. Mac, it's tipped and it's almost interception. It's almost intercepted, but a screen on a 3rd and long. It's almost like we're trying to lose at this point. It's almost like we're trying to lose. A screen, a sidearm screen on a 3rd and long. And luckily, the Jets have a case of the Butterfingers on their defense, and that could have been a pick 6. That definitely could have been a pick, though. So Ryland's going to come in for his 3rd field goal, a 48-yard attempt, a very big attempt here, especially with how the wind is. He's going to kick it. It's no good. And he misses his first career kick. And again, the Patriots do what they do best. Do not take advantage of situations. Unbelievable play calling, mind-numbing play calling it's just terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. Run a draw on a 2nd and long, on a 2nd and 16, get nothing. Hey, the line failed. You know what we should do? We should test them again. Throw a screen pass. They lose today. This is the type of stuff that makes them 0-3 and makes them look like an 0-3 team. Here we go. Zach Wilson in the shotgun. The Jets have the momentum right now after the missed kick. Fakes the handoff. He's looking deep. He's going to get sacked, and the momentum goes right back to New England. Let me tell you, when in doubt with this New England team against the Jets, always hope and always pray that Zach Wilson will take a long sack. He had Garrett Wilson over the middle, but it seems like he just wasn't ready to make that throw. And Breece Hall didn't even bother on that block attempt, if you want to call it that. And another sack and make it a 2nd and 22. The Jets have a total of -1 yards on the day. Here we go. Wilson back to throw, and a poor throw. It's going to be 3rd and 22. And the Jets fans are letting him have it. They are not happy with his performance, but then again, against a Bill Belichick defense, this is the type of stuff you get with a young quarterback. Wow. That was just a poor throw. I don't know if it slipped. It looks like, yep, it slipped out of his hands. It was not tipped. It slipped out of his hands. And so you got a 3rd and 22 here. Here we go. Wilson back to throw. He's going to just throw it into the ground. And oh my gosh, the Jets fans are letting him have it. Oh boy. Wow. And so they're mistakenly trying to go for a wide receiver screen there. But a great play by the New England defense. Obviously, a lot of preparation. So we're going to see Morstead again. He's already got 3 punts on the day. He's going to kick it. And now it's Douglas in the back trying to return the punt. Ooh, that was a good punt. He gets it at the 16-yard line. Douglas, and he gets tackled in the ground. And it's down to the 21. Oh, man. All right. All right. Again, going back to college football here, the finals after last week or after yesterday. At number 10, after for last week's rankings, we got Oregon, who earlier, like I said, put a whooping on Deion Sanders in Colorado. Notre Dame at number 9, they lost in the final moments in a close game against Ohio State. Thank goodness for that. We don't have to hear Notre Dame fans talk about how they're one of the best teams in the country, even though they are one of the most overrated programs in the country. So they dropped to 4-1 and hopefully out of the top 10, but they belong. Next up, you had Washington. And Washington, let's see here. Washington played Cal. I said that Washington would absolutely destroy Cal, even though it would be a high-scoring game. And I was right. It was a high-scoring game. I think that's what I said. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But Washington, they beat up on Cal 59-32, one of those classic Pac-12 ridiculous scores that a lot of people really just, I don't know. At number 7, you got Penn State. I predicted they would beat Iowa, and they did. They shut them out 31-0. Then you got number 6, Ohio State. I said this was going to be a blowout, and that was probably only because I hate Notre Dame, but it wasn't. It was a last-second touchdown by Ohio State up in Notre Dame that pulled off the win. Then at number 5, USC. I don't think they played. Nope, they did not play. So they still remain 3-0, and they probably will stay in the top 5. And hoping for the big drop, FSU. They lucked out against Clemson after Clemson kicker decided to miss a gimme of a kick. I think it was about a 29-yard kick he shanked. Florida State won. That's all I got to say. Then at number 3, you got Texas. I believe they pulled off a win in their game. I'm trying to remember who they played. They played Baylor, and they did. They blew them out 38-6. We're back at it here, actually. A big run up the middle, I think, from Zeke. So he only got about a few, maybe 2 yards if we're lucky. So this Jets offense has absolutely been poor. It's been terrible. I don't see them. I really don't see them coming back in this game. It's just been such a poor effort from them today. Here we go. Zeke. I say they don't come back because, yes, it's 3-0, but that offense has just been that bad. I don't know who their backup is, but maybe they make a change at quarterback. Who knows? And it's a third and manageable 5 yards here. Third and 5 on the play. Mack in the shotgun. Patriots 2 for 5 on third downs. They need to start taking advantage of this poor Jets offense. Here we go. Mack back to throw in the pocket. He's going to look. He's going to throw. He gets hit as he's thrown, but it's caught down the field by Douglas, the rookie, and it's a first down. Mack takes a shot, but he stays strong in the pocket, and he makes a brilliant throw. Holy crap, Miami is destroying Denver. Tua is 12 for 12 to start the game, over 100 yards. I feel bad for anybody who's playing him in fantasy this week. But what a throw. What a great route by the rookie Douglas. And it looks like, ooh, that's a big injury for the Jets. Williams, from their D line, goes down in pain. Here we go. Mack back to throw again. He's going to toss a floater. It's got it. He's got it to Henry. I think that's Henry. No, it's not. And it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to Brown. Pharaoh Brown, the backup tight end, the third string tight end, coming out of nowhere, making a big touchdown. Wow, what a great play by the offense. Nobody covered Pharaoh Brown. And it was a great catch and run, outrunning the entire Jets secondary. And he's reaching. He is in, no knees down. His feet are in bounds, and that is a touchdown. And Ryland will come in for the extra point. 4 plays. This is the type of explosive offense that we needed here in New England after the disaster of Matt Patricia last year. What a play. A great throw from Mac Jones. And the Patriots lead 10-0.
So easy, all you need is a thumb and a finger. Just go to Vroom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, and tap to buy. That's it. No sales fee, no wasted time. Go to Vroom.com.
The thing is, I have to manually type in the link.
All right, we're back. After a great drive by New England there. Probably the best drive of the season. One of the best drives of the season so far. And that's not good. Okay, they take him down. A good return for the Jets. Makes you heart skip a beat, especially after the poor special teams performance last year, where they gave up, I think, about 4 or 5 touchdowns on return touchdowns. Wow. Just poor defense from the Jets secondary, and that's surprising too, because they're one of the best secondaries in football. Here we go, Zach Wilson under center again. Here we go, Zach Wilson will hand it off to Breece Hall, and boy, that's another stop by the Patriots line. And you're about to see these Jet fans revolt here if they don't get something going on offense anytime soon here. We got 11 minutes to go in the first half. New England's up 10-0. It is a 2nd and long. A little shocker of the day. Houston is up 14-0 on Jacksonville. Buffalo is still up 10-0 on Washington. Unfortunately, Sam Howell seems to be struggling in that game. Here we go. Zach Wilson back to throw. He's going to just toss it off his back foot. Looking for a block. He will get it, but it's not enough for a first down, but it is a manageable 3rd down. So it is a 3rd and 3. By far the Jets' best play of the day, but we'll see what happens here. Here we go. Daniel Hackett out. I think that's Hackett. But the Jets having obvious troubles on offense right now. Minnesota comes back to tie the game. Here we go. Big 3rd down. Zach Wilson in the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to get pressured. Oh, he's going to try to run for it. He's heading to the outside. He floats one over the top, and it goes right out of bounds. Just a give-up play. And boy, those Jets fans are ruthless. He's quiet. Tried to make a play, but the Patriots defense just played it very well to a point where it just wasn't working. And here we go. Jabril Peppers is back again for the return. This is interesting. I've never seen this. I don't think I've ever seen him in his NFL career do punt returns. Here we go. He's going to take the
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first love.
All right. Well, I was just talking about Texas. Texas, they beat up on Baylor 38-6 on the road. And Ewers with another great game by himself, almost a 300-yard game. A big game from Brooks on the ground, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just a great performance all around for Texas, but they're a good team, so that doesn't surprise me. All right, next up, number 2, Michigan and Harbaugh's return after the bogus suspension. I hate the Big Ten, and I hate Michigan, and I hate Ohio State, but you know what? That was a bogus suspension, and he should not have been suspended. But nothing is different when it comes to Michigan and how they play, and they beat up on Rutgers 31-7. Rutgers, surprisingly, was 3-0 coming into the game, but obviously there's layers to the talent in college football in that division, just like it is in the SEC, where Rutgers is definitely way below the talent of Michigan. Then obviously number 1, Georgia, gave up a little bit more than I expected, but Beck had his best game as the starting quarterback of Georgia so far. They beat UAB and Trent Dilfer 49-21. Beck had over 330 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Bowers had one of his best games as a college yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. So that will do it for that. I'd say I did pretty well this week on predictions, except for that Colorado game, which was a swing and a miss, I must say. But we'll see what happens next week. Still waiting on the college rankings to be updated.
NCIS Day 20th Anniversary Marathon tomorrow on CBS.
All right. We are back at it. Mac Jones and the New England offense is back on the field again. They're deep in their own territory here, so they can't be too... The line has to be perfect here on this drive. They cannot have any kind of sack plays. They cannot have any big losses here. They really need to play perfectly sound football here. And the big yardage difference is quite shocking. But then again, Zach Wilson's bad, but you don't think he's that bad. And there's just nothing going for the Jets offense. Here we go. Nice little handoff. And a good 4 or 5 yards from Stevenson. Slowly getting out of their own area here, out of their own end zone, basically. 2nd and 6, so it was a 4-yard gain. New Orleans is up on Green Bay, 14-0. Derek Carr having himself a good day to start, 7 for 9 with a touchdown. Here we go, 2nd down. Mac back to throw. Nice throw to Devontae Parker, who gets about 4 more on the play, so it's going to be a 3rd and short. Jordan Love really struggling, but let me tell you, Tua Tagovailoa right now, Captain Concussion is looking he's just looking terrifying right now. Granted, with that type of skill players he has, it just does not look good for anybody who goes down to Miami right now. Here we go. Yep, Tua is 12 for 12, 155 yards. That's ridiculous. Here we go. Mac in the shotgun. He's going to throw it here on 3rd and 2. He's going to throw it, and he's got a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster for a 1st down. It was a 5-yard catch and big 1st down for New England to keep the drive going, keep the clock running. It's a great throw by Mac, a good play by Juju. Here we go. Rushing back to the line, which I like. They're really a lot quicker on offense than they were the last few years. Here we go. Gesicki in motion. And there goes Mac. Hands it off to Stevenson, who gets another 4 yards on the play. When you get a running back that can get at least 4 yards on every play, that's perfect. That's all you need. All you need is a confident quarterback. And Mac is really running this quick offense here. Here we go. Mac fakes the handoff. He's rolling right. He's looking somewhere, and he's just going to toss it out of bounds. He thought he had something. He didn't. He decided to play it safe, throw it out of bounds. Smart play. And looks like he took a hit. Small little shot here. Yeah, pushed him out of bounds, but they're not going to call that. Whether it's a flag or not, they're not going to call that. Here we go. Juju in motion. Mac back to throw again. He's going to toss one deep. Bourne loses it, and it's out of bounds, incomplete, and that will be a 4th down. It seems like Mac was really looking for Kendrick Bourne, but Sauce Gardner, you can't try to fool him. You can't do anything like that because he's just such a good corner. So New England will punt. And, oh, what a hit. Schooler with a solid hit. We might have the heir apparent to Matthew Slater, whenever he hangs it up for the final time. We might have the next big special team star for New England.
provide strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in our clients' best interest. So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money. Yeah, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
All right, looking at scores around the league right now. All right. With 3:49 to go in the first half, in Cleveland, the Browns are up 10-3 on the Titans. The Titans' offense looks terrible. They absolutely look terrible. They have not looked good at all whatsoever. Ryan Tannehill has looked horrible. And honestly, at this point, you could question, after such a successful start for Mike Vrabel, is he on the hot seat? I mean, they picked up DeAndre Hopkins. They have arguably one of the best running backs in football and a solid defense. You can honestly say, is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat? All right, and now going up to Detroit, where with 3 minutes to go in the first half, the Lions have the ball inside the 5 on a 2nd and goal right now, and they also lead 10-3 over the shocking 2-0 Atlanta Falcons. I don't think anybody expected the Falcons to start 2-0 on the season. I definitely didn't. I expected maybe 1-1, 0-2, definitely, but definitely surprising. Then going up to Green Bay at Lambeau. Going up to Green Bay. Going up to Green Bay now. New England. The Saints putting a solid game and solid effort in for the for a 14-0 lead here late in the first half. About 3:45 to go. Jordan Love is struggling. Just not a good game for him. And we're back here. The Jets offense will take over after the punt and the disappointing last few plays from New England. Here we go. They're going to hand it off here. Breece Hall up the middle. Oof, he gets about 7. And that was a run that the Jets really needed on here in first down. Yikes.
Earlier, you mentioned that the defense has been on the field longer than any other team. This Jets defense, a lot of that is this offense right
Here we go. You can hear the Jets fans still booing right now, even though they just got a 7-yard gain from their running back. They're still booing. Here we go. They're going to run it again, and they're going to get it. No, they won't get a first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain. A great play, but, they might give it to him. Oh, come on. They gave him a first down. He was short. Here we go. The Jets get their second first down of the game. Here we go. Tight end in motion for the Jets. Wilson back to throw. No, he's going to hand it off again, and he's going to run into a wall.
The first 2 weeks would have looked like. Here, a Tucker, the right guard, who's now the right tackle, while back to
Yikes.
the left tackle. He's got to be excited about this opportunity. Yeah, he didn't love the change going to right. Because you always want to be a left tackle. That's that they're the better tackle. First runner back.
Here we go. Wilson, shotgun. The Jets trying to get something going right before the half. And Dalvin Cook up the middle. He gets about 5. The Jets are in Patriot territory for the first time today. Seems like they're going to be running the football and doing a heavy rushing attack. There we go. After the shuffle of the offensive line, the Jets starting to get something going here with their rushing attack. Here we go, 3rd and 2. And then another run. And he's waiting for the spot, and he will be short, maybe. He is short. They're going to say he's short. But the question is, are the Jets going to go for it? I mean, they're down 10-0. Their offense is struggling, but they're starting to figure something out with the rushing attack. Are they going to go for it?
Good job of just getting the extra effort to try and get up because it was a big sense right there. Nothing. He does a good job of trying to get on that. Yeah, fought for it. Survive was holding on to that. See, he's going to be, just as our first glance, almost about a foot short. This is going to be for the Jets in this first half. You want to try to get some momentum going in this.
Wow, that's good. All right, a 4th and 1. The Jets look to be going. I think they should be going for it here, especially with how bad their offense has been. Kind of. So after the measurement, it's obviously short. So it's a 4th and 1. Question is, are they going to go for it? Here we go. This is a huge 4th down for the Jets. And they will be going for it. Clock runs. Here we go. Shotgun. I don't like. And they're going to get a 1st down. And it seems that the Jets' rushing attack has been, they finally figured something out. It's obvious they definitely don't trust Zach Wilson in any way to throw the football. Here we go. Another 1st down. Judon goes to the sidelines. He's limping. Here we go. Dalvin Cook. Clock is running. They're going to hand it off again. Dalvin Cook looking for a hole. He will get only 2 on the play. Oh, yeah, Judon is hurt. Oh, boy. That looked bad. Bentley rolls right into Judon's knee. Oh, boy. Here we go with 2nd and 8. I'm going to hand it off. Cook looking for the holes, which is different than a lot of the other guys on the Jets running back in their running back room. All right, looks like Judon is doing okay.
Jets said, you know what? We're going to just go with our running backs. We're not going up top. This has been all about the run so far. 8 plays, all 8 of them have been rushes. Pickett went out that previous play because he had a
big 3rd and 6 here for the Jets to keep it going. They're going to take it all the way down to the 2-minute warning. New England can get a stop here. They might try something on the drive. All right.
no wonder it made our drivers 10 best to the 30-79. 2023 at Ford Highway. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Yo, gotta try these bags. 5:30, go. That's 5:30 is good. You know what that means. So bring real beef from Burger King. Celebrate with us. Cheer on your team. You know this.
All right. So back to the scores of the NFL right now. Update. The Browns just kicked a field goal right before the minute before the half. They're up only 13. They're up 13-3. Watson's actually having a good game, but I mean, it kind of doesn't surprise me because just how bad the Titans' offense is. It's just been looking so terrible. Next up, you have the Lions, who are also up 13-3 over the Falcons at home. The Falcons struggling to see against a very talented Lions defense. All right, next up, you got the Packers, who are also trailing 14-0 to the Saints at home, but the Saints are driving again right before the half. It's a 3rd and goal from the 7 of Green Bay with only 30 seconds to go. That could go from basically game over at halftime or Then, of course, you got the Miami Dolphins, who just look unstoppable, and Tyreek Hill, who is single-handedly destroying me in fantasy. Dolphins are up 21-10 with about 3 minutes to go in the half. And we're back at it here for a big, huge 3rd down. It's a 3rd and 6. Question is, do the Jets go for it if they don't get it? Here we go, back to throw. Wilson, he's looking. He's going to throw it to the side. It's short. It's going to be a 4th and short, but are they going to go for it here? Quick throw to the sideline from Zach Wilson. The Bills up 13-0 on the Commanders, sadly. And they're obviously going to go for it since the spot on the field isn't too good for a kicker. And right now, that's just the conditions of the game, high winds and everything. And the Jets are going to call a timeout here. It looks like a similar formation to their first 4th down on the few plays ago on the drive. So in Minnesota right now, the Vikings lead it 10-7 over the Chargers. That's a big game for both those teams. The Vikings trying to stay alive for a chance at their division, since it's still a pretty wide open division right now, with the Bears looking like crap as usual, the Packers looking average, and the Lions look good, but they still have they're still the Lions. And then the shocker of the day, the Jags are losing 14-0 at home to the Houston Texans. And it looks like the Jets are going to send out their kicker. I guess they didn't like what they saw, and they're going to try to bring out their kicker here. It's a 52-yard attempt for the Patriots. At this point, all you got to do is just not jump off sides. And now New England calls a timeout. So New England calls a timeout. It's a 4th and 2. It's interesting here. Huh? It's like a battle of the timeouts right now. And then obviously right before the last score for the first set of games here on Sunday is the Colts-Ravens game, where the Colts are up 10-7. The Ravens defense screwing me over in fantasy. Doesn't surprise me. They always seem to disappoint whenever you really need them to show up for you. Here we go. At this point for the Patriots, all you have to do is just not jump off sides. Zerline, who's 3 for 3 on the year so far, coming off of a groin injury. Pretty big for a kicker. Kick is up, and the kick is away, and it is good. It goes in. So the Jets get something. Unfortunately, the Patriots' inefficient finishing of their drives here is going to make this game a little bit closer than we want it to be.
We don't need to see the replay.
So the kick is away.
It was one play snap in the red zone. Well, today we don't have a single snap so far in the red zone. And the 3 points put on the board by the Rams and at the feet, Greg Zuerlein. He's been so tough. He's been a part of this those games like this.
Here we go. The kick is away. Looks like it's going to be kicked out of bounds. It is. So what do the Patriots do here? Do they go for it here? Do they go for the big Here we go. This is a big one here. Can the Patriots get some points right before the half? 1:21 to go. Mack in the shotgun again. Are they going to go conservative or are they going to really try to go for it here? Mack's going to hand it off to Zeke. Zeke up the middle. He's going to go, and he's all the way down to the 39 of the Patriots. So a huge run here for Zeke, and he's looked really good today so far. Here we go, Mack again. They're really doing it. They're really pushing it down the field here quick. And that's a bad throw, a dangerous throw from Mack, and he gets hit as he's thrown. And let's see here in the replay here. And Mack's just a bad throw from Mack, but then again, line is not helping his guy. They're not helping their guy out right now. Here we go. A minute to go exactly. Mack trying to get the team down the field and into field goal range right before the half. Mack takes a snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Goes Zeke again, but he only gets about 3. And the question is, are they going to go no huddle here? Or are they going to keep? And they're going to huddle. 3rd down, 44 seconds and counting. It's a 3rd and 8. So here we go, 3rd and 8. Stop. Here we go. Mack back to throw. He's got Henry. Who's got it? And he's got a 1st down. 1st down in midfield with 20 seconds to go. Took a lot of time off the clock, so let's see what they do here. I don't know how that was close. It was as obvious as you can get. Here we go. 2 timeouts, 21 seconds to go. 21 yards away from the projected distance. Here we go. Mack's going to run it up the gut. He's going to run for it, and he gets 9 on the play, and he's going to call a timeout, maybe. And they call a timeout. The 2nd timeout taken from New England. A great decision by Mack. All right. I guess Bill is trying to, in the offense, is trying to, Bill O'Brien is trying to make sure he doesn't take a sack here. Doesn't force anything here. 14 seconds, a 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard run from Mac Jones. Here we go. Maybe a deep shot here. Here we go, back to throw Mac. He's going to look. He's going to throw it deep in the air. It is incomplete, but we're looking for a flag here. I don't know how that's not contact. That's obvious. Helen Keller can see that that's contact on the play. I can't believe it. He hits him in the helmet, and he basically tackles him down. He's not even looking for the damn football. Bill is absolutely irate, which I would be too, because it's as obvious of a pass interference as you can get. And the Jets take a timeout here after that phantom no call. I don't know why that wasn't as obvious as it could be for a damn... I can't believe that. Just a terrible, terrible no call there. Unbelievable. So it's 10-3. 8 seconds. 10-3, 32 with 8 seconds to go right before the half. New England will get the ball to start the second half. So maybe a quick throw here to get in the field goal range and try for a kick, a deep kick. Who knows? Mac gets it. And Ryland, the rookie kicker, is going to come in. He missed a kick earlier, but let's see what he can do here. I still can't believe the no call. That was a horrible no call on that play. As obvious as a pass interference as you can get. He wasn't even facing the ball. There was contact. He wasn't even making a play for the ball. It's unbelievable. He didn't take a look for the ball on the entire sequence. Here we go, Ryland. He made a 48-yard kick, and he missed a 48-yard kick. Let's see what he can do here, and I believe this is going to be well past 50. And here we go. It's a 10-3 lead. It's a 57-yard kick for Ryland. Here we go. This is a huge kick, and the Jets are going to waste everybody's time by calling a timeout. I don't know why you're trying to ice him. He's a rookie kicker. I've never seen anybody freeze a rookie kicker before, but, you know, the Jets are the Jets.
Belichick has beaten the Jets 37 times. While this is for Robert Sala's 37th game as the Jets head coach.
Here we go. Ryland will kick it. It's a 57-yard attempt. The kick is up, and it is way off. Not even close. And the Jets, a game where we should be up by at least 2 scores, I'd say. Just a horrible snap. Punter couldn't get it down in time, or the holder couldn't get it down in time, and that wasn't even close. Well, it's halftime here, so Looking at the halftime scores so far, New England obviously leads 10-3. Oops, I forgot to do that. So at halftime, you have the Browns up against the Titans 13-3. The Lions are up 13-3 as well over the Falcons. The Saints up 17-0 in Green Bay. Dolphins up 35-10 at halftime against Denver. For the Chargers, right before halftime, with about 45 seconds to go, are up 14-10 on the Vikings. The Bills up 16-0, unfortunately, over the Commanders. The Texans driving and in the red zone with 10 seconds to go are up 14-0 over Jacksonville. And then finally, to round out the first half of games here, the 1 o'clock games, it's 10-7. The Colts over the Ravens. And big news just coming out. It looks like the college football rankings for this week has just come out. And there are some new teams on the rankings here. And it starts with number 25, Kansas State. Well, first off, you have 4 teams that got dropped. Colorado, who were 19 last week, got dropped after their just embarrassing loss to Colorado. Then Iowa, who also gets dropped, who are at 22 after they get shut out by Penn State. Clemson, after their just disappointing loss, they get dropped after being 23. And obviously UCLA, even though they were a close game, it was a close game, they get dropped out of the top 25. Starting with Kansas State, who are 3-1 after not being ranked. They beat UCF 44-31. They don't play anybody this week, but we'll find out what they can do in their next game. 24, you have Kansas, who after their win over BYU, 38-27 win over BYU, they now have to go over to Texas and take on number 5 Texas. And my prediction for this game definitely has to be that Texas beats Kansas. There's no way around it. Texas will definitely beat Kansas. Then at number 23, Florida. The Gators move up 2 spots after their close win against Charlotte. They have to go over to Lexington now and take on Kentucky. That'll be a close game, but I think Florida, me being biased, of course, I think Florida beats Kentucky, unranked Kentucky. Then you have another team who were not ranked last week, they were ranked, I believe. I'm not sure. But Mizzou, after their win over Memphis, they now are 22 overall. Don't know why they're over Florida, but I guess it's because they're 4-0. They now have to go to Vanderbilt and try to win there, which Vanderbilt you're not really sure of as a team right now. They're 2-3, and they've taken some big losses lately. But after their first few games, and after last year, you would expect them to at least play with some kind of pride. Then you have at number 21, after their loss to Oregon State, or after their loss to Washington State, you have Oregon State, who dropped 6 spots. The biggest drop for a college program that's still in the top 25 this week. After their loss to Washington State, a close loss, they now have to go and play Utah at home. And that is another big game for them, as if they lose that one, they're most likely out of the running of their conference, but they're definitely out of the top 25. I believe that Utah will knock them out of the top 25 for good. And then dropping 4 spots at number 20 is Ole Miss. After their loss to Alabama, after they played really well in the first half, they just couldn't do anything with it. Ole Miss will have to play their home game against LSU, who are 12th overall. They move up the spot. Now, this is one of those SEC games where you don't know, but I mean, I have to play it safe here. I have to say that LSU will take it. LSU, there's no way outside of that first game against Florida State, where Florida State, I guess you could say, lucked out. But LSU has Daniels, and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Definitely a top one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the SEC right now. Then, of course, you have Tennessee, who for some reason move up a spot after beating an FBS team or just a nobody team of UTSA 45-14. They play South Carolina, unranked South Carolina, but South Carolina is one of those teams that you cannot sleep on in the SEC. They're 2-2, but they know how to really show up in those big games. I mean, they showed up against Georgia, and they gave them a hell of a fight until the second half. Then, of course, you have, I believe that, being that they're at home, it'll be a close game, but I think South Carolina can upset Tennessee in that one. Tennessee's really not shown you anything in big games. You saw it with the Florida game, but that's just my opinion. Then, obviously, at number 18, you have Miami, who, after their dominating win over Temple, they're 4-0, one of the best offenses in the country, believe it or not. They have a bye week this week, so they will not be playing anybody. But their next game will be on the 7th of October, where they take on ACC's Georgia Tech. So we'll see what happens there. It's their first conference game of the year. So this is their first big conference game of the year. Who knows what can happen? Anything can happen in the ACC. I think they could pull off a win there. Now, going back at it again, Washington State, and they move up 7 spots to 17th after their upset win over Oregon State, 38-35. Now, Washington State doesn't play anybody this week, the Cougars, but then they have to go on the 7th of October after their bye week. They have to take on UCLA on the road. 22 ranked UCLA, and who knows if they'll still be ranked by then, but it's still they were ranked. They're not ranked anymore, but they're still a good team. After their close loss to Utah, definitely played better than Florida did. Then, obviously, you have at number 16 Duke. After their win, they move up 2 spots. They play Notre Dame. And I have to say that Notre Dame, I think, will win this game. Notre Dame, Duke just doesn't really – you're not really sure. They're one of those teams where it's like, oh, they're a fringe team where they might be great. But, I mean, looking at their schedule, after the Clemson game, they've played against Lafayette, Northwestern, and UConn. Really not on – just, not really teams that you're thinking of as like, wow, Duke beat them. But now at number 15, you have North Carolina, who they also move up 2 spots after their win over Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. They are also off this week, and they take on Syracuse on October 7th. Syracuse is also 4-0, so this will be North Carolina's first ACC conference game of the year. I'm not sure about Syracuse, but it should be a good game, and I believe North Carolina can win it since they're at home. Then you have at number 14, Oklahoma, who stay at 14 after their kind of just average win over Cincinnati at Cincinnati. They won 20-6, but it really wasn't like one of those kind of dominating victories. And they take on Iowa State at home, and I believe that they will pull off a win against Iowa State. And then you have Notre Dame, who are 4-1. They dropped 4 spots after their second loss to Ohio State. They take on Duke at Duke, and I think they could beat Duke. And then obviously LSU, they move up a spot to 3-1 after their close win over Arkansas. I'm surprised they moved them up after a close win over an unranked team. But they go over to Ole Miss, and I said that they would win, and I stand by it. I think they win. Then at number 11, you have Alabama, who will travel to Mississippi State. They move up a spot, believe it or not, which kind of blows my mind. But they move up a spot, and they take on Mississippi State next week, and I think they win at Mississippi State. Then over Utah, they stay at number 10. After their 14-7 win over UCLA, they now will have to travel to Oregon State, and I think they can win, and I stand by it. I think Oregon State falls at home to Utah. Then you have number 9. They move up 2 spots, Oregon, after their dominating win over Colorado. And Colorado having one of the biggest drop-offs out of a top 25 I've seen in a long time. Oregon will go to Stanford and take on Stanford, and I think they destroy Stanford. Stanford is not a good college football program at all, even though they did lose a close one to Arizona. But I still think they will lose to Oregon in blowout fashion. And then obviously you have at number 8, and believe it or not, had a vote to be number 1, and that's Washington. The Huskies, after their big win over Cal, 59-32, they go down to Arizona and take on the Wildcats. And I'm going to say upset alert here. I'm going to put Washington on upset alert against Arizona. Arizona has fought hard, and they fight hard in these games, and I think they could pull off an upset at home against Washington. At number 7, you got Penn State. After their shutout dominating win over Iowa, they take on Northwestern. Nothing left to say there. They will easily beat Northwestern. They definitely won't shut them out, but they definitely will easily beat them. And then at number 6, who drop a spot after their underwhelming victory against Arizona State, USC. They're 4-0, and they take on Colorado in Boulder. Now this one, it's going to be rough. I'm not sure. I think right now, USC pulls out the victory against Colorado in Boulder. After what I saw against Oregon, Colorado, their defense has holes in it. Their offensive line they fell apart against Oregon, and it was bad. I mean, Shedeur Sanders took a beating, and you got to feel for the kid because he was taking hits left and right, and I'm surprised he even made it out of that game healthy. And I doubt he made it out of that game completely healthy, but I think USC wins a close one against Colorado. And then moving up to number 5 is Texas. After their win over Baylor, 38-6, I say they beat Kansas at home. That's my belief, my firm belief that they will beat Kansas at home and hopefully move up and kick Florida State out of the top 4. And then at 4, Florida State, they lucked out against Clemson. They don't play anybody next week, but then after that, I believe they play Virginia Tech. Go Virginia Tech. Destroy Florida State, embarrass them, do what you can. Number 3, who also got 2 first-place votes, and that's Ohio State. And after their great win against Notre Dame, definitely one of those games where it could really push them for a title run. You never know. But they don't play again this week. They have a week off. They go down to Maryland to take on Tua's little brother, they play at home against Maryland, against Tua's little brother. And what I'm looking at right now, that's a great matchup. Both teams are 4-0. Well, I'm not sure if Maryland plays anybody before then, but we'll see. And we're back. I think. Oh, sorry, folks. Mac Jones hands it off. Zeke fighting for extra yards. He gets 6 yards. And it's going to be a 5-yard run for Zeke. Jesus. Tua is 16 for 16 on the day. I mean, I know Denver's defense is bad, but that's just ridiculous. Mack hands it off again up the middle. Oof. Stevenson falls short for a 4-yard gain. He's only a yard short. Max had an okay game. He's missed on some throws. I mean, he's protected the ball pretty well, and it looks like we're going to have one of those one of those college-like like what the Eagles do, and they're going to sneak Mack up the middle. He gets 2 yards on the play, and that's going to be a first down. Clock is running. Here we go. Mack under center again. Looks like a heavy running or rushing. It looks like they're really trying to get their running game going here. Here we go. Brown in motion. They're going to hand it off. Oh, no, they're going to fake it. And looks like Pharaoh Brown going to get another shot. Oh, he just throws somebody into the dirt, and it's going to be a first down. Woo-hoo-hoo. Pharaoh Brown, welcome to New England. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Who is this guy? Mack hands it off again. Up the gut goes Ramondre, who gets another 5 or 6, depending on where they spot it. Damn. Come on, Washington. Ooh, boy, that's big. Unfortunately, Equale and Gachow is out for the game. Mack calling signals. Another handoff here. Stevenson has space, gets one, breaks one tackle, and he gets a first down. He gets about, I believe, 6 to 8 on the play. He had a lot of space there. Great play, great cut to the outside. Here we go, Mack in the shotgun again. Looks like a hard, heavy rushing attack here to start the second half. Got to finish drives, though. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They cannot let this drive slip away. Hi, buddy. Daddy. Here we go. It was only a 1-yard gain. Here we go. Mack in the shotgun again. Looks like he's going to throw it, and he will. He throws it to the flat, and Stevenson thankfully holds on. He gets about 2 on the play. And here we go. We got a big third down here. Zeke is coming in. And here we go. Mack is again in the shotgun. If I see a draw here, I might lose my fucking mind. Douglas in motion. If I see a screen here, I think I'm going to lose my shit. Here we go. Back to throw. Mack. He's going to throw it. Oh, that's an obvious flag. And a bad throw by Mack. Ryland's coming in again. And for the love of God, make this kick, please. Another long kick for Ryland. 51-yard kick. Definitely a career high for him so far after 2 games. Here we go. Kick is up. And it will get in. What a kick. He needed that. And it is 13-3 New England here in the third. Not a touchdown, but I'll take it, I guess. And here we go, back to the standings or the rankings here. At number 2, Michigan. They stay at number 2. After their win over Rutgers, they will travel to Nebraska Memorial Stadium to take on the Cornhuskers, and I think they win that one going away. The Cornhuskers are not really a good team. They're more of a team in transition and rebuilding. And then at number 1, again, unfortunately, as it pains me to say, Georgia. Georgia will take on Auburn after they lost their first game over at College Station to Texas A&M, 27-10. Not a really good loss for them in their first SEC game of the year. And now they have to take on Georgia at home. I think Georgia wins in Auburn and continues their winning streak. I don't really think Georgia's going to lose any of these games. And looking at it, unfortunately, at the schedule, they have Auburn. They're away at Auburn, which I think is a win. And then they play Kentucky at home. That's a win. They're on the road at Vanderbilt. That's a win. They might run the table again, unfortunately. You look at them and you just see them, but they're just a really good team. Golly.
What?
Oh, no.
Daddy?
Yeah, I see, buddy.
Daddy?
Either way, we're trying to see now.
Wait
Just
a
so if
minute.
we lose this game is at home.
Well,
If the sold out game is at home.
yeah.
And they're giving out special posters.
Huh?
They're already stepping up the promo stuff.
He's
But
fun.
old ass never let that shit happen.
No.
Fun.
But
Well, they're trying to get the fans back after the pervert left or finally was forced to sell his team. Here we
They haven't
go.
redone the entire stadium yet, but they're definitely
Yeah. Oh, he gets to the outside. A great tackle. Shoestring tackle on Gibson, and that will bring the Jets offense back out, who showed a little spark at the end of the first half. See if they'll continue it. They went heavy run on that drive. Gonzalez has been fantastic. Garrett Wilson, by far their best offensive weapon, and he has put the clamps on him. See if they can sell it online. They got to sell it online. Oh. And Breece Hall gets about 2 on the play. So with the missing 2 missing guys on the Pats D line, this should be very interesting here to see what the Jets do. Are they going to continue to attack that D line that's missing their guys? Because Gotchow and Ukele are big losses for New England. So we'll see if they can continue, if they're going to continue attacking that D line and attacking those guys coming from the bench. Here we go, Wilson, and he's got a first down. And a nice little play action rollout here, and he gets the first down. And that's going to be a confidence builder for him. Here we go. Wilson hands it off. Big hole. And he gets about 4. And yep, it's Nathaniel Hackett calling plays for the Jets offense after his miserable year last year with Denver. Jacksonville finally gets on the board, a 17-7 game there, as Houston is up over Jacksonville in the third quarter. I need ETN to score a touchdown in that one for fantasy. Here we go. 2nd and 6 here for the Jets. Back to throw Wilson. He throws to the flat. A good block. Dalvin Cook can't break the tackle. Great tackle from Jabril Peppers. What a tackle. Saving a first down after great blocking by the Jets wide receivers there. Yeah, there was a great block, and he just he runs right through him, and he holds him. Jabril Peppers, after really kind of being labeled as a bust after his kind of struggling time with the Giants. Here we go. Wilson back to throw in the pocket. He's getting pressured. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. No, he runs out of it. He's going to try. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Almost hit some of his guys on the bench. And what pressure the New England was bringing there. And it was Josh Uche bringing the heat.
This is where you're going to want to go. He's going to come all around to this. Go ahead and run that.
And Uche surprised him with that blitz off the edge. And the Jets will punt, even though they're at midfield. You'd think they'd be more aggressive just to try to, because they've had a lot of great plays, that play call on 4th down. And the ball will go into the end zone. It will be a touchback, the first one of the day. So New England's offense will come back out to try to put this game at least a little bit more out of reach. The NFL scores right now are as follows. The Chargers are up 14-10. They have the ball. Justin Herbert with 187 yards passing and 2 touchdowns as they try to turn their season around. The Vikings also trying to turn their season around, both 0-2. The Dolphins are at halftime right now with the Broncos, and they're destroying the Broncos right now, 35-13. Tyreek Hill single-handedly ending my fantasy team's life, basically. The Saints have the ball. They're driving in Green Bay territory with a 3rd down. Derek Carr having a very efficient day as they lead 17-0 over Green Bay. Lions also winning at home as they lead 13-3 over the undefeated Falcons. Goff having himself a good day along with rookie tight end Sam Laporta after he's had a really good start to his season. That Lions team is very exciting to watch. I look forward to seeing them and seeing what they can do. Hopefully they can win the division this year because that division is obviously wide open, especially with the Vikings 0-2. And then looking at the Browns, they're up 13-3 against the Titans. And let me tell you, that Titans offense is just absolutely terrible. Just the rushing attack is really not there anymore. I mean, looking at the statistics here, you got Derrick Henry only 4 yards on 7 carries. Tajay Spears, who's got 4 yards on 2 carries. And after that, it's just Ryan Tannehill. He's only 12 for 20, 96 yards, but nothing. And he's been sacked 3 times, but nothing is really going for them right now. Even with DeAndre Hopkins, who has 3 of those catches. It's not looking good for the Titans right now. And like I said earlier, if they continue to struggle like this, especially with the Jaguars coming up and along with the Texans playing hard and the Colts all of a sudden now looking like a very good team, even with Minshew at quarterback, is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat? Is he going to be gone after this year if they do not make the playoffs? He had a great start to his career, and I'm wondering if Mike Vrabel might be fired. I guess we'll see. And we're back at it here. The Patriots are outgaining the Jets 258 to, I think that's at 50 yards. And it's only 13-3. And that tells me that you're not taking advantage of the Jets' incompetence on offense. Here we go. Mac takes the snap. He's going to throw a sidearm throw to Gesicki, who gets to the line of scrimmage. And there's going to be a flag here.
There's a late block. It's not going to be okay. They're going to call this on New England, and they should.
And I guess there's going to be a late block here in New England. Juju with a horrible penalty. Oh, that's just a stupid play. Stupid play from Juju Smith-Schuster. Come on. That'll get you thrown out of New England. I'm not even talking about the league. In New England, Belichick doesn't like that stupid crap. And when you make stupid decisions like that ends drives early and really makes it harder for the drives to get going, that you're not going to play. So Mac in the shotgun on a 1st and 20. And another draw play. Another draw play. It's almost like they're just saying, all right, defense, we got a lead. We're just going to let you guys take over. I don't get it. And now you got a backup lineman in there, and you're still going to try to do a draw on a 2nd and long. And watch, here comes a damn screen pass. I can bet on it. I could put money on it. They're going to do a stupid screenplay on a 2nd and long or a 3rd and long. It's just so crazy to see. Gesicki in motion. No, they're going to throw it to the flat instead, and Zeke gets about 6 or 7. The Jets getting a little hyped, I guess. You can get hyped all you want when your offense is incompetent. You're not going to do anything. So it's a 3rd and very long. Mac is 12 for 22, 165 yards, and a touchdown pass. Jets fans getting excited. Something you really don't hear anybody say often. Here we go. New England is 7 of 12 so far. Average of 5 yards on 3rd down. Here we go. Mac alone in the backfield. Here we go. Mac takes the snap, and there's going to be a jump on the offensive line. Trent Brown. You see it right away. Trent Brown again. Doing his best Isaiah Wynn impression. He jumped a second early. So let's see what happens here. It's a 3rd and 18 now. Here we go. Big play here. And we got another flag on New England. And another false start. Michael Onwenu. And people, again, want to blame Mac Jones for the incompetence of this offense. Blows my mind. 3 straight flags, and he flinches. It's so stupid. This team has no discipline. Mac calling signals on a 3rd and forever, a 3rd and 23 on their own 7. And they're going to call a draw play here. And nothing's going to come of this drive. And that was just a complete waste of time of a drive. New England with one of their worst drives of the day. And again, you got to wonder, what is going on with this offensive line? Are they just drafting stupid players that don't know a snap count? And I'm sorry, Trent Brown is done. Can we please get him out of here? Trent Brown is not up. He's not there anymore. So now we got to see Behringer get a nice punt here. Hopefully he punts deep, nice deep. And Carter with a return from his own 41, it looks like. And he's going to kick it to the outside. He's got space. And he forces him out of bounds. And now they're at midfield. No.
I don't like buffalo chicken. It's got like cream cheese and stuff.
Oh, no.
If it was just the buffalo chicken, of course I would.
Tua is still perfect on the day. A little update on that. Tua is still perfect, and he's now 17 for 17 on the day, and he's still, according to the box score here, does not have a perfect passer rating. That's why I find QBR and that whole stat just to be completely, utterly ridiculous. It's one of the most ridiculous stats I've ever seen. How a guy who is literally perfect, 17 for 17 on the day.
Daddy.
Shh. 17 for
Daddy.
17 for 17 on the day, and he doesn't have a perfect passer rating. I don't know how that makes sense. Make it make sense, people. It's unbelievable. Cleveland just scored, and they're up now 20-3 over Tennessee. Deshaun Watson having himself a good day. Another update there. The Ravens are looking to score here as they're deep in Indianapolis territory, a 31 from the Indianapolis 10, with a chance to possibly take the lead here. And it looks like, Lamar Jackson will score for a touchdown. The best running back playing quarterback in NFL history, and that's Lamar Jackson, as he scores a touchdown. And right now it's 13-13, but if they make the extra point, Baltimore will take the lead here late in the third quarter. I don't care what anybody says. Lamar Jackson is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in football. If you can call him a quarterback, I think you can call him a running back, honestly, the way they run their offense. And the excuses of, I don't have anybody. I don't want to hear that.
Daddy.
Here we go. Wilson back to the – nope, he's going to hand it off. Looks like Hall to the outside. Oh, ho, ho! And they get that tackle. Kyle Duggar from my brother-in-law's college, Lenore Rhine, making a great tackle there, and it's a loss of 3 on the play. And now the Jets, this drive is going to be big for them. They're going to look to see if they can get something going here. A turnover here is a disaster for them, especially with the Patriots struggling on offense. They still have a chance.
Daddy.
I see, buddy. Here we go. Wilson back to throw in the pocket. He's looking. He's going to make the throw, but it's tapped away by the rookie, Christian Gonzalez. Great coverage there, I think, on Lazard. And it is on Lazard. I think it was Lazard. Just great coverage. One-on-one, this guy is definitely he's showing it all right now.
Jay.
You're fine. Here we go. Back to throw. 3rd and 13. He throws it to the flat, to the tight end, and Duggar will just push him out of bounds. He's obviously short. It'll be another 3 and out. And the Jet fans again letting Zach Wilson have it. I mean, you can blame Zach Wilson all you want for being just not very good, but when they're calling plays that has him throw to the flat, that has him do wide receiver screens against a very talented defense, I mean, at this point, you're just come on. You're a Jets fan being a Jets fan. Listen, you missed out on quarterbacks, obviously, and now you're hoping and pining for another one. But I'm sorry. I mean, you got to give a guy time. And it's going to be a touchback, and the Jets. What the heck? Okay, I guess. I think it was Jabril Peppers tried to pick a ball up out of the end zone and tried to run it out, kind of like I think it was a Rams-Saints game in the 90s where trying to pull off a little sneaky touchdown there, but that didn't work. So the Patriots get the ball back at the 25 with just late in the third quarter. New England hoping they can get something going here. Oh boy. And looking up, and the folks, I will have to say that for the first time today, Tua Tagovailoa has thrown an incomplete pass. He is now 18 for 19
Mommy,
on the day.
Daddy, this is scary.
It's okay. It's not scary out there, buddy. It's okay. Here, watch Pocoyo.
What? That was not fun.
Oh, okay. All right. And the Dolphins again are in the red zone with a chance to make that game even more of a blowout than it already is. It's a first down for the Dolphins. And at this point, you got to wonder, Sean Payton, you probably should have stayed retired there. I mean, he complained the other day, or in the offseason, about a month and a half ago, about, he didn't have anybody, or he kind of just bashed Nathaniel Hackett and say how it was kind of like, I think he said it was the worst coaching job in NFL history, which granted it was not. It was bad, but it was not. But, I mean, Sean Payton. Oh, boy. Here we go. The Patriots take over on offense now at the 25-yard line. Here we go. Mack in the shotgun again. Here we go. They're going to hand it off to Stevenson. And oh, my goodness gracious. Just a Whitehead firing through and getting Stevenson down in the backfield. And that's just not a good play. Here we go. New England. And by far one of the most dumbest penalties I've ever seen. Too many men in the huddle penalty. Never seen that. That's definitely a first. Just sloppy play from the New England offense, and then obviously they've already knocked themselves out and made it a second and very long. Here we go. Mack takes the snap. They're sending a blitz. They're going to throw it, and bad throw. He's pressured, and nothing comes of it. And the line is starting to fall apart here, folks. Might be one of those games where you need the defense to really just shut them down for the rest of the day because the line is falling apart. And again, Patriot fans are going to say, oh, it's Mac Jones again, Mac Jones again. And the Jets know it's going to be a 3-and-out because they're already getting their helmets back on. Another just poor effort. All right. Mack throws it, and it's Devontae Parker. Did he hold on? He did. That is a huge first down. With 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, the Patriots get a huge first down by Devontae Parker on a great catch on the sidelines. Let's see. 1, 2, and that is, he drags the toe. It is a catch. And that's just huge. That's a huge play for the New England offense to get going here. The great throw by Mack to the sidelines. And here we go. They're going to run it up the gut again. And they need to realize that running the ball is not going to go anywhere right now. The Jets have made the proper adjustments. Throw the ball. Trust your quarterback, for God's sakes.
No.
Okay. Trust your quarterback. Mostert on the run for a touchdown for Miami. They're up 42-13 in a huge blowout of epic proportions right there down in Miami. Here we go. A pitch to the outside, and I'm honestly wondering the common sense of these calls right now. Sure, nothing's working up the middle, so let's do a little pitch to the outside where we can barely set the edge as it is. Oh, and now another 3rd and long. That makes you want to just rip your hair out. Unless you want to rip my hair out. Here we go, Mac. 6 for 11 on 3rd downs, 85 yards, including 6 first downs on all of those catches. Here we go. He's got to snap the ball. He does. Back to throw. Mac, he's going to throw it. A nice bullet throw, and it's incomplete again. And Romo not shutting the hell up, saying, oh, what if this, what if that? No, well. Just a frustrating game. And now the doubters of Mac are going to get even louder because of this incompetence on offense. So it's a quarter away now. It's 13-3 still. New England offense showing no signs of really any kind of life whatsoever, mostly due to the offensive line being just absolute shit. Behringer punts it away. It's a dribbler. Gibson gets it. He's got some speed. He's going to run it to the 31.
Said he might be the best player on the team. Oh, he just loves it. We've had through the years whenever he's going against Morstead. He's talked about him with so much praise. He's one time said not many can pump like him.
It looks like Derek Carr is hurt. He's questionable to return.
I mean, he 18 years out of SMU. He's a weapon. Okay, now what will the Jets do this time? He's like the series at running back.
Here we go. 7 seconds, last play of the 3rd quarter. Here we go. They're going to throw to the flat again to Dalvin Cook, who gets nothing. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, where New England leads it by a score of 13-3.
13-3 New England, 15 minutes to go. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Your paint is really bad. Is it the best coffee I've ever had? Shitty's Bear. Sorry, Mom said Shitty's Bear.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at any low price. There, only at Home Depot. Always carne asada is back. The most typical steak, grilled, seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. And then add salami. Carne asada. Best steak ever. New season of Survivor airs Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on CBS. It's Ford Truck Month. You can do any tax. 150. With all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series, America's in-stock and best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get the Ford Truck Month and get into a Go Ford Tough truck. You can buy something. As part of Truck Month, get an F-150 year Lightning with 3.9%. Is it possible my network can take my business to the next level? It is with Comcast Business, powering all your devices with in-speed Wi-Fi. And you get fast downloads and uploads. But we got this. Powered by the next generation 10G network. More speed There's an all-wheel drive RAV4, and every RAV4 comes with 2 years no cost for each standalone. It's one of the 5-state sales events that's rewarding you.
Damn.
All-wheel drive Toyota. Let's go places.
This is why I said y'all need a quarterback so damn bad. Damn. Sucks.
The struggling stars of New York, Garrett Wilson, you can see how
Garrett Wilson has been struggling today, and that's mostly due to the fact of the great coverage from the Patriots, and mostly Christian Gonzalez. He's been on him and played him very well today. And and it dropped. He dropped it. It looks like they sent gosh, Lee, I can't remember. It's Jalen Mills. There we go. Jalen Mills was a blitz right off the edge and really rushed the throw from Zach Wilson, and it was a drop. Now it's a 3rd and 10. Here we go. Back to throw. He's going to get heavy pressure. Oof, he's rolling out to the right. He's going to look for it, and he's going to be short again. And it's Josh Uche tracking him down, bringing him down for a big stop for New England's defense. Duggar just blew it up, ran right up the gut. Almost hit him in the legs, honestly, which is a dangerous play. Could have been a flag, but overall, made him roll to the outside. Uche brings him down. Here we go. Morstead with the punt. A high flying punt. And Morstead, here comes Douglas. He's going to go to the outside of the sideline, and he gets about 10. So New England's offense now will come back onto the field. Hopefully the third quarter woes will stay in the third quarter, and we'll be seeing some good blocking. We'll be seeing no penalties. It's overall good, common sense, disciplined football here. Mack has struggled today. He's 13-25, 181, but that's due to the fact that his line is complete shit. Just overall a frustrating day for him. And again, Patriot fans are going to blame him for it and say, oh, it was Mack's fault. It's Mack's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, he makes some bad throws, but every quarterback does. But when your line is shit and you're throwing the ball off your back foot and you're just tossing it out of bounds and running for your life, what else can you do? Mack in the shotgun. Here we go. And you're going to run it up the middle again. And here we go. Zeke cuts to the outside. He's got space. He cuts up again, and he's got a first down. Great play by Zeke to get to the outside and really just cut up field. And Buffalo scores again. Damn it. 22-0. They're up right now. Totally unrelated to the Patriots, but Washington are in need of a quarterback. And looks like there's a lot of issues on the Jets sidelines right now. A lot of the offensive players are really just kind of frustrated. Zeke again up the middle. He gets 5 and a good run for him. Well, not 5, 4, I'd say.
So now New England's over 300 yards of offense, while the Jets are at 61. Not a single Jet player has
New England playing. It's so weird because this offense, it looks like you look at the stats and you're saying to yourself, okay, 300 yards, that's not a bad game. I mean, over 100 yards, I think, for rushing, well over 200 yards passing. You're thinking to yourself, boy, or almost 200 yards passing. You're thinking to yourself, boy, this is a very good offense. And there's another run for a first down by Zeke. Now they're just using him as the big wrecking ball to just get right up the gut and really just get those big yardage and get those big chunks again. Jets fans obviously saying, oh boy, here we go again. We cannot beat New England. Here we go, Mack again in the shotgun. Looks like Zeke is in the backfield with him. Do they go with a play action? Here we go, Mack will hand it off to Zeke, who almost broke a tackle to get a really big gain on the play.
23 in the fourth quarter at Washington. And the Patriots, first time home with 2-6-0-1.
Yes, we get it. We're on 2. All right, it's a 2nd and 7 now. It was a 3-yard gain for Zeke. Here we go, Mac. Hands it off again. Zeke finding holes in that Jets defense, and he gets, I think he gets about 6. I'm not sure where they're going to put the ball down. It is a 3rd down. It's going to be a 3rd and short here, but the way that the Jets defense is, and they're going to do that Eagles play. Whoa! Whoa! Are we going to throw a flag here? After the whistle hits, bringing down Mac Jones. Yo, what is this? Sauce Gardner throwing Mac around. Are we going to call a flag here? Are you kidding me? After the whistle's blown, there you go. They're pushing his head back. Obviously, the whistle's blown. And here we go. Now they're just like, what are we doing here? Unbelievable. And then Sauce Gardner pushing Mac on the side. Still no flags. I guess I guess I don't know.
Was hurt by the referees stalling them there. They went to run up and try and draw off sides quickly, and then they held them.
It's unbelievable. I really don't get it.
By the way, I'm getting excited about this.
I don't get it. I don't know how that's not a flag. I don't know. Just a frustrating game right there. A frustrating play overall.
That's going to be a great game. Buffalo with 2 outstanding weeks back to back after that beginning game. But I think the Jets won that first game, and they took it to them. Obviously, Josh Allen, Patriots, but Whitehead.
Here we go. The Patriots will punt. 4th and 1. His 5th punt. Great punt by Beringer, however you want to pronounce his name. Still a great punt. Inside the 20. And now Zach Wilson's going to come back in. All right. More scores around the league right now. Let's see. The Bills are up 30-0 on the Commanders. Just a disappointing game there. Damn. We got the Ravens are up over the Colts 17-16, but the Colts are driving in midway through the 4th quarter, about 6:22 to go. And then, of course, you have the real big shocker of the day. The Texans in Jacksonville up 24-10 and with a chance to really put it away. There's 14 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, but they have the ball inside the Jacksonville 10. Then you have the Chargers, who are up 21-17 in a real back and forth type of game. And both teams really fighting for a chance to really kind of save their season as well. The Dolphins, again, destroying Denver. And really makes you think that, hey, Sean Payton, you should have stayed retired. Just a great game overall for them. The Saints are up 17-3, and big news out of that one is that Derek Carr left the game early with an injury, with an apparent shoulder injury. So Jameis Winston from FSU is coming into the game now to kind of put the game out of reach and keep the game in their hands, basically. The Lions up big on Atlanta, 20-3. They will move to 2-1 and most likely first place in the NFC North. And then the Cleveland Browns also up 20-3 over the Tennessee Titans. And here we go. We are back. The Jets will take over in deep inside their own territory. Looks like they're about at the inside the 15. So 10:46 to go in the fourth quarter of the game. First, it's head for the Jets. If they really want to come back into this game, they really need to put some kind of scoring effort here. They're at the 13-yard line. Here we go. Zach Wilson back to throw. They're going to send another blitz. He's going to throw to the flat. It's caught by, I think, Garrett Wilson. He breaks one tackle. He will not break another. And he will be taken down by Tavai. His, I think, second catch of the day. Wilson has been quiet. Patriots defense made an effort to make sure that he is basically irrelevant. Here we go. Here we go. Wilson takes it, throws it, incomplete. And broken up, Lazard. Patriots with a no-fly zone. Miles Bryant really being widely underrated amongst some of the best secondary players in the league, I think. Great play. Forced the incompletion on Lazard. And now it's a third down for the Jets inside their own 20. The Patriots defense has been putting the clamps on this offense. Here we go. Back to throw. He's rolling. He's going to throw it. It's caught. All right. And it's Conklin with a catch and a first down. A big first down for the Jets. No thank you. And another scoring alert, and it's Mostert with another touchdown for the Miami Dolphins, his fourth of the day. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, and then now his first receiving touchdown of the day. It's a 49-13 lead, and it looks like Jabril Peppers is hurt. Here we go, Zach Wilson back at it. The Texans kicked a field goal to make it 27-10 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. C.J. Stroud looking to get his first win as an NFL quarterback. Here we go. Wilson back to throw. He's getting pressured. He gets hit as he's thrown. He gets it off to Dalvin Cook, who gets 6 or 7 on the play. And Wilson takes a hit. He was out of bounds. Okay. Here we go. Touchdowns today. Miami's offense right now with juggernaut. Second and 3. The scheme is very difficult. And a first down for the Jets. This is the secret sauce. Help the quarterback by throwing it on first down, run it on second. It's the same as numbers as running it on first and throwing it on second. And the Jets have something going here. Here we go. Throws it to the side. Looks like a screen to Wilson on the outside. He's out of bounds, but he gets about 6 or 7 on the play.
seem as though this, at least mindset and execution-wise, is starting to open up things a bit for New York. Yeah, when I talked to Coach Sullivan, one area that I've always felt.
Here we go. Second and one. I think they gave to them a few yards there. Here we go. And they're going to get another first down here. Forward progress gets it. And the Patriots letting the Jets run the clock out on themselves kind of, but the Jets are kind of really trying to push the tempo here. And now, yep, Derek Carr is out for the game. Granted, they are up by 2 scores with 8 minutes to go, but that is a big loss for that Saints team. Throws it. It's caught by Lazard deep in Patriot territory. And the same people that were booing him are now cheering him. And the Jets look like they found something on offense here. And for the first time, Christian Gonzalez gets really badly beat by his guy. And Zach Wilson getting something going here. He's 14 of 23 for 108 yards passing. Back to throw. They're sending it all. And he gets another one. Cleveland scores again. They're up 27-3 over Tennessee. A big blowout win for them. With the fourth quarter starting for Miami, you wonder if they're going to bench Tua at least for the rest of the game to keep him healthy. Here we go. Wilson in the shotgun again. Takes the snap. First red zone snap. He gets it over to Randall Cobb, who breaks free, and he's going to be tackled inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. That's frustrating. And the Jets really rushing and getting really a lot going on offense right now. And it's not looking good for the Patriots. Here we go. Wilson back to throw, and they're going to call a flag. And it's a false start. False start. Looking like it. It looks like the line, I think the center is saying, hey, to the crowd, quiet down, quiet down. Forget it. You're excited. All right. Now it's a first and goal, but it's now from the 9-yard line. Here we go. Wilson, 6 straight completions. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to fire it. It's in the air. Oh, and Wilson bats it down, saving a possible interception or turnover.
Smart play by Zach to just knock it. Look at that defense. That's on Wilson. Gonzalez is already the top corners in the NFL. Nobody covers that well.
Here we go. Now it's a 2nd and goal after the batted down pass. Here we go. Back to throw. And a bad throw by Wilson. Oh, he had Garrett Wilson. Wilson had Gonzalez beat, but he missed them on the throw. Yeah, just a bad throw, just out of reach. Jacksonville scores to make it 27-17. Here we go again. He's running to the outside, 3rd and goal. He's trying. He's going to throw it in the end zone. Incomplete pass. And they're going to call a flag. They're going to call a flag on that. And Randall Cobb pulling his best LeBron impression, flopping like a fish out of water. Unbelievable. I guess we could just tackle Mac. We can throw Mac around after the whistle. No flags whatsoever, right in front of the officials. But oh no, Randall Cobb flops and he gets a whistle. That's the worst call I've ever seen. That is the worst call I've ever seen. Get out of here. That ball was nowhere near catchable. Flops like a fish. Flops like a fish out of water. Unreal. They already missed the call earlier on the deep throw from Mac, and they're going to give him a touchdown. That's the most obvious gifted touchdown I've seen all day. That's unbelievable. But it's okay. It's the Jets. And with 5.5 to go, the Jets are back in it. And now New England's got to throw the ball. Trust your quarterback, but I highly doubt they'll do that. The worst call I've ever seen. That's so terrible. I mean, they already missed multiple no calls on the Jets. They missed the pass interference on the one Mac deep throw where the corner wasn't even watching the ball. He wasn't watching the football, but it's okay. It's a Jet. They won't call it. And then you had the little scuffle there on that third and short play. On the third and short play, where after the whistle's thrown, they're obviously still being aggressive, throwing the quarterback down. They're throwing down, or Sauce throws or pushes Mac. Granted, he probably flopped, but he didn't get the call. But Randall Cobb gets the call, though. Unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous. And now the offense has to do their job. They have to actually play. They have to actually do something other than run up into a crowd of fucking linemen. But I highly doubt that because for some reason, we don't trust Mac Jones. We don't trust him at all to do any kind of fucking plays whatsoever, make any kind of throws whatsoever. And here we go again. Another game where you're going to see Patriot fans going to be blaming him. Oh, they let him get back into the game. Yeah, when you're calling shit, you polish a turd, it's still a turd, all right? You polish play. You get a coaching staff that's going to not call any kind of decent kind of plays, like draws on second and longs and screens on second and longs when your line is shit. Just a shitty day. Still not working? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's 37-0.
No.
Just another way to save with a personal price plan.
Golly.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, we can go. Oh, Jesus. Just a really bad day for the Commanders, unfortunately. I was really hoping for them to win today. I'm gushing over Zach Wilson for some reason. I don't know why. Here we go. The kick is away. New England needs to do something. And interesting. Fair catch. So Patriots will take over deep in their own zone.
highlights of the State Farm post-game show. We got a lot to decide here. There's still 5:24 to go. This is what makes football.
Here we go. And they're going to run it up the gut again. And Zeke will get it. And Hunter Henry is down. Second and 7 here. Hunter Henry is down. He's getting helped off the field. Here we go. Back to throw. Mack throws it. It's caught. And it's caught by Kendrick Bourne, who breaks tackles. He's down at midfield. What a big play from Kendrick Bourne. Huge play from Kendrick Bourne there. And he did it on Sauce Gardner as well. What a play. And the Patriots there, those type of plays is what you need right now to put this game out of reach. And with 4:30 to go, the Patriots most likely will be running the ball here on this first down. They're at midfield. Mac Jones needs to they need to give Mac the chance to really do it, to put this. Here we go. Stevenson tries to cut up field, and he will be tackled down at after 2 yards, I believe. Here we go. Here we go, Mac again. 2nd and 8. Mac looking. Throws it. It's caught by Bourne again. He gets hit hard, but he gets 3. Here we go. This is a huge 3rd down with 3 minutes to go. The Patriots trying to put this game out of reach. Mac back to throw. He's going to float it. And Juju falls. And the contact was ruled incidental. Mac will go to the sidelines, and that is just... And incidental my ass. And the Jets now with a chance to win the game here, maybe. The Patriots defense needs to step up now. This could be a devastating loss for New England, or a chance that New England can put this game away. This game has been an ugly performance from the Patriots against an offense that was really incompetent for basically for the first 2.5 quarters of the game. So 2:44 left. Zach Wilson has a chance to really change his fortunes as a quarterback of the New York Jets, or Patriots saw a little bit of what he can do, Zach can do. He was 7 for 10 on the last drive, and here we go. The Patriots now defense needs to step up and make plays, or else 0-3.
So he maintained it there, but now this will change everyone's perspective on this guy. He goes down here and beats the Patriots 90 yards to win the game.
Here we go. 90 yards is what the Jets need to win the game.
It's a great bond between those two.
Here we go. Zach back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to get pressured. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going to toss one out of bounds. Pressure from New England.
Which was a smart thing to do, given where he was at that moment.
Zach Wilson throws it out of bounds. He just heaves it up.
Almost like great job up front right there, getting that pressure.
Judon and Lawrence Guy bringing the pressure.
That's the time to run, right? It's almost like they know this is about them throwing the ball over rubber. So the defense was kind of ready to second and 10. Brees Hall in the backfield.
Here we go. Wilson back to throw. He's going to throw it into the flat. He misses that one. Brees Hall doesn't make a catch, and he felt the pressure of the corner coming that it was about to lay him out.
Patriots are like, you want to run it for 5, we'll give it to you. First down and second, and they didn't do that all game until this drive. And they're in there like basically shut you down to the defense is going to be safe, but we know you're passing it. You're not going to give up any big really quickly. This is it right here.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. This is a huge play here. They need to get this first down here for the Jets. And the Patriots trying to get off the field right now real quick so they can have a chance to put this game away. 2:35 to go. Wilson takes the snap. He's looking. He's rolling out right. And they're going to give a flag on the Jets. There will be a flag on the New York Jets. It will be holding. And it is holding. It is Connor McGovern with a huge penalty there. You can see it at the top of the screen when Wilson was rolled out. Looks like he tripped the lineman. I think it was Lawrence Guy there. And then he kind of scissors his feet. Yeah, that's obvious. And there we go, another 3rd down. The Jets need this first down, as with 2:27 to go, they're deep in their own territory, so this is a big play here for them. They will punt with 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning on their side. And there's going to be a sack, and it's a safety for the Patriots. A safety. Zach Wilson takes the sack. New England gets the ball back along with a 5-point lead, and that, my friends, should do it. He spins right into the clutches of Matthew Judon. And the defense steps up big when they need to. Oh, it was a spin by Judon around the lineman. What a play. One of Bill Belichick's greatest signings of his Patriot career. And now Mac Jones will take over after the punt.
Matthew Judon, for that 15.5 sack year a season ago, the first to tell you how much Bill Belichick has raised his game since coming over to Baltimore. His 2nd sack today is just a
Matthew Judon's 2nd sack is the biggest sack, maybe of the year so far. And it seems that Wilson just hesitates on the throw, and he had 2 guys at the 5, between the 5 and the 10-yard line for a chance to do something with it. Here we go. Morstead will do the safety punt. Here we go. Say the punt is away now. Patriots. Oh, that was a solid punt. And I think that's Miles Bryant. What a punt by Morstead. All right. Hey, we have a final, folks. Cleveland beats Tennessee 27-3. And Baltimore has the ball, or they just scored, so they are tied. Washington is on the board, 37-3 with 46 seconds to go in that game. Houston about to win their first game of the C.J. Stroud era, 34-17 over Jacksonville. The Vikings have the ball with a chance to take the lead maybe. And the Lions getting ready to close out their second victory of the season and will take over the second spot in their division in first place. Take over the first place spot in their division, sorry. Just what a punt by Morstead. That was an unbelievable punt. The Jets will take a timeout after the 2-yard gain from Zeke. And it looks like Stevenson's in the backfield. The Patriots trying to put this game out of reach. Here we go. Mack takes the snap. It's an end around to Douglas. Douglas trying to get space, and he will be 2 yards short. What a run, and what a play call. And that will be the 2-minute warning here.
Yes, please. That'll be $23. Your ad says it's free. Yeah, it is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who pay their
And that is a final from Washington. The Commanders lose their first game of the season, and they will fall to Buffalo at home, 37-3. And just a disappointing game for them. And it's an obvious that the Commanders are missing one thing they need to be successful, and it's obvious. And that is a quarterback. I said it before, and I'll say it again. They will be a lot better if they had a quarterback with them that is capable of making big plays. Goff will take his knee, and that will do it for the Lions game, and they lead it, and they will win it 20-6. And now Baltimore is currently driving down, and they are at midfield at home against the Colts in a 19-19 tie game, as they have a chance. They're trying to win the game in the final moments. The Vikings with a 1st and goal against the Chargers on the Chargers 3, with just 4.5 to go in that game, with a chance to possibly win their first game of the season.
only pay for what you eat.
How was that flat? You got it on the method of set. It's roughing the passing. Want to be him high. Roughing the passing. Hello? Roughing the passing. Well, what if you trampled him? And then he's like, oh, no. And then he tries to go back and he tramples him some more. And he's like, I'm so sorry. Wait, what?
Here we go. This is the biggest play of the day so far, or biggest play of the day now up to this point. Mack getting the play into the huddle. The Patriots on a 3rd and very short. It's a 3rd and 1. Sorry, 3rd and 3. And if the Patriots pick this game, this first down up, the game is over. They will win their first game of 2023. Here we go. The Patriots. Mack. It's man coverage. Mack in the shotgun. Stevenson to his left. Mack takes the snap. He's going to throw a floater, and it is incomplete. And again, no flags. And he missed him. Mac missed him. And here comes a big punt. Behringer. Kicks it to the outside. The Jets have space, and he will get out of bounds around midfield. And now the Jets, it's 4 down territory. The Patriots had a chance to win the game. They don't take advantage of it. And Zach Wilson coming into the game now. And Zach Wilson and the Jets are at midfield. They need a touchdown to win. The safety took away their chances of tying the game with a field goal, so we'll see what they can do here. And it looks to be a 4th and goal for the Vikings here. 2:53 to go inside of the 5-yard line against the Chargers. Here we go. And the Packers have come back, and they have taken the lead late in the game, 18-17. Here we go. A lot of time for Zach Wilson. He's going to just toss it and heave it out of bounds into safety. He had a lot of time, but the coverage downfield was fantastic, and the Patriots will get the big stop there. Now it's a 2nd and 10.
Wow.
And the Dolphins scored again. The Dolphins have scored again, and they beat it 63-20. I don't think I've ever seen in my lifetime, in 27 years, I don't think I remember a 60-point game. Throws it over the head. No flag. Great coverage by Kyle Duggar. And now it's a 3rd and 10. Great coverage by Duggar. And it's just a bad throw from Zach Wilson. Here we go. 3rd and 10 now. 2 more stops. 1:31 to go. And it seems that the Vikings have been stopped on 4th down inside of the Chargers 5. So the Chargers will take over and in full control of the game. Here we go. Wilson back to throw in the pocket. He's looking. He's going to look. He's going to take the hit. And Jabril Peppers goes for the knockout hit instead of the interception. Golly. I think depending on how much time left we have in the game against the Miami game, 8:50, we might see a 70-point game for the first time in 80 years. Correction, it was the first 60-point game since the Monday night game, Saints against the Colts, where Peyton was out for the year. Here we go. Back to throw is Zach Wilson. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to toss it. A sidearm throw, and they throw short. He throws short. He throws to the flat, and that'll do it.
No, Daddy. No, Daddy.
What an unbelievable play call. I can't believe he made that throw. Oh, he had him. He had a receiver. It looked like Lazard. He had him open. And Garrett Wilson completely upset at Zach Wilson today. And that'll do it. Garrett Wilson, he is not happy. You can see his just really displeasure on the sidelines. He's showing his emotions right now. And with 2 timeouts for the Jets, there's still some weird chance. 15-10 is the score. New England with a chance to put the game out of reach. Here we go. Stevenson gets about 5 on the play. The Jets will call a timeout, and they will have one left. And just an unbelievable performance by this defense, really holding on when they needed to. Oh my goodness, my computer's almost dead. Second and 6. Patriots trying to put the game out of reach. A first down will do it. Here we go. Stevenson up the gut. He gets only 2. And the Jets will call their final timeout of the game. So if the Patriots do not get the first down here, you'll see them most likely run the clock all the way down to, I want to say, about 20 some odd seconds. But then again, a first down and it's over. So let's see what the Patriots decide to do here. Unbelievable. And the Dolphins put up 70. The Dolphins have put up 70 points. You okay? The Dolphins have put up 70 points. This is the first 70-point game. The first 70-point game, and I have to think it has to be since the Chicago Bears title game in the 40s. This is unbelievable. Do they still have Devon Achane has 200 yards on the ground. This has to be one of the biggest blowouts in NFL history. An unbelievable game where the Dolphins have 670 yards, almost 300 yards on the ground as a team, and 376 passing yards. They finally took 2 out, but the problem is they took out New York Jets Pro Bowl cornerback Mike White to put out there for the final 8 minutes. This is absolutely insane. And here we go. A 4th and 2 here. The Patriots will punt it away with 22 seconds to go in the game. And I would hope that Behringer will kick it out of bounds to avoid any craziness in the final moments of the game. And a smart kick by Behringer, and with 16 seconds to go, it'll be at the 17-yard line. So the Jets will have the ball with 16 seconds left on their own. The Jets now. Don't know why I'm nervous. Here we go. Zach Wilson in the shotgun, running back to his left. I would not be surprised. Here we go. They're going to rush 3 and only 3. And a big throw. They got to hurry it up. 8 seconds left. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. Did he get it off? That is the I've never seen such home field advantage. Unbelievable. And so there's one play to either win it or lose it for the New England Patriots. And here we go. Belichick and the defense are going to call a timeout here.
I think he could throw it 25 or 30, but I don't know. It feels like do you pressure? When I say pressure, it's like you would rush 4 guys. Would you pressure?
And it seemed to be that the Colts and the Ravens have gone into overtime. Colts have the ball, and it is a 4th down with 8 minutes to go in overtime. So we'll see if the Ravens can get the ball back and win it. And they will get it back. They take it to the Indianapolis at midfield at the Indianapolis 47. So we'll see if the Colts can hold on or if the Ravens can put them away here. Here we go. This is it. The final play, all zeros. Incomplete pass, and the Patriots win it. And I almost have a heart attack. It was in his hands. My heart is in my throat. My lungs are in my legs. Woo! And New England will hold on by a hair. Randall Cobb. Oh, boy. And that will do it. New England will finally win their first game of the season, even though they play too conservative, for my opinion. But they will win their final game. It is their 15th straight win over the New York Jets. And that'll do it today. Catch me later on tonight for a post-game analysis of this game. Go Pats. Let's go.